the wind returned. Not loudly, not urgently, just as it always did, when a new story was about to begin. On a quiet morning, in a small home at the edge of the kingdom, a child was born. No bells rang. No stars fell. But the air shifted. The baby lay wrapped in soft cloth, eyes wide and calm, not crying. Listening. As dawn light touched the window, the wind slipped inside, brushing the child's cheek like a blessing. Outside, flowers leaned closer, birds paused mid-song. The land recognized something familiar. The mother felt it too. She held the child close and whispered, "You're listening already, aren't you?" Far away, beyond memory and time, Queen Elena's story stirred, not as a past, but as a promise fulfilled, because stories do not end. They rest, until a new heart is ready to hear them. And as the child's fingers curled gently, the wind carried a single truth forward. The world is always waiting for listeners. The child was still very small. Too small to speak, too small to walk, but not too small to listen. One afternoon, as sunlight spilled across the meadow, the wind returned soft. Curious. Familiar? It brushed the tall grass. It danced around the child's tiny hands. And then, something rare happened. The child smiled. Not by chance. Not by reflex. The wind paused. A laugh bubbled up, light and clear, and the child lifted one small hand, as if reaching back. The breeze answered. Flowers swayed. Birds circled gently. The land held still. Somewhere beyond time, Queen Elena's promise echoed. Not in words, but in understanding. This was the first response. The first answer. The wind was no longer alone. And the world remembered what it meant to be heard again, to be continued. Episode 16, The Day the Child Spoke to the Land. The day arrived quietly. The child was older now, steady on small feet, curious eyes taking in everything one morning, while the world rested between breaths. The child wandered to the edge of the meadow. The grass shimmered with dew. The earth felt warm. The child knelt and pressed a tiny palm to the ground. For a long moment, nothing happened. Then the wind leaned closer, not to speak, but to listen. The child's lips parted, and a sound escaped. Not a word, not a song, a feeling. The land responded. The soil softened. A nearby sprout pushed upward, birds gathered, calm and unafraid. The child laughed, soft, delighted, as if greeting an old friend. Far away, rivers shifted their course just slightly. Trees straightened, leaves shimmering, the world understood. The promise made long ago had found its voice again. And this time, the land was not only being listened to, it was being answered. To be continued. Episode 17, The Gift the Earth Gave Back.